Developing first at 4, an NHL goalie is dead following an accident over the weekend in Novi. What we're learning about what led to his death. Plus, the search for survivors resumes in the condo collapse in Florida. Why Tropical Storm Elsa could cause more problems. Victor.
After all the racial controversy, 1 year later, Detroit Popcorn now has a brand new owner. His vision for the company coming right up.
Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Jason Colthorpe. Developing first at 4, a stunning chain of events leaves an NHL goalie dead after a fireworks accident in Novi. An autopsy confirmed today 24-year-old Matisse Kivlenieks was killed when there was some type of fireworks malfunction. This happened at a house party last night in Novi, and that's where we find Sean Lay, who's live today. And Sean, what are you learning?
Jason, we're here at the Novi Police Department, been talking to investigators throughout the day. Every detail we continue to learn just takes your breath away because this is a true tragedy. It did not happen far from where I'm standing here at the police department. This death being felt through the NHL, neighbors right down the street, also around the world because Kivlenieks was from Latvia and was known as the Latvian Wall because of his goaltending skills. Sky 4 over the Village Oaks subdivision right here in Novi. Last night, the area around the lake here certainly packed with people for a July 4th fireworks display at the lake. That's separate because police tell us that fireworks were also being set off in the backyard of former Red Wing and current NHL Columbus Blue Jackets goal coach Manny Legacy. At the party, Columbus Blue Jacket goalie Matisse Kivlenieks. A firework mortar, police say, tipped over and fired. Police tell us the 24-year-old Kivlenieks took a direct hit to his chest. The autopsy showing that he died of a percussion injury. That's also known as a blast injury, which means someone gets hit so hard it does internal organ damage.
Approximately 10:13 last night, Novi fire and paramedics were dispatched on a report of an injury at a private residence here in Novi. Upon arrival, they found Mr. Kivlenieks unresponsive. He was immediately transported to Ascension Providence Park here in Novi, where he was pronounced dead.
Back here live, wasn't just a July 4th celebration. Actually, the big group there at the home was celebrating a wedding. So each detail just gets more and more tragic. We are told by investigators, Jason, that the person who was manning or setting off those fireworks was not under the influence of any alcohol at all. Police are calling this just a tragic incident. Coming up in 5 and 6, just how close was Kivlenieks to this mortar? We're also hearing reaction from neighbors, the NHL, the Blue Jackets, and people who, Latvian hockey fans as well. Yeah. Just awful. Back to you.
It really is. And like you said, every detail just certainly deepens that. All right, Sean, we'll see you again at 5. In other news, one man is in custody following a deadly double shooting in Pontiac. It happened in front of a house Sunday afternoon around 1 p.m. on Valencia Drive. Police found the victims, a 29-year-old and a 30-year-old, on the front lawn. A 21-year-old man was arrested. Investigators believe the shooting was sparked by an argument between all three. No word on any charges at this time. Cleanup efforts are underway after a deadly condo explosion in Warren. A man in his 40s was killed when the explosion happened last night on Villa Point Drive near Shaner and 696. There you can see some video of that. Neighbors tell Local 4 they could smell natural gas before the explosion. Investigators haven't decided on the exact cause yet, saying it could actually take weeks or months to find out. A Novi man faces federal charges in connection to the January 6th riots at the U.S. Capitol. Several FBI tips identified 29-year-old Trevor Brown as someone who took part in that riot. Prosecutors say Brown posted images on his Facebook page about his involvement. Surveillance video also shows Brown outside a tunnel at the Capitol. Brown is the 11th Michigander charged in the riots. A hearing for him is set for tomorrow. The Detroit Library has announced the main library on Woodward Avenue will be closed until after Labor Day. Crews are cleaning up the lower levels of the library, which were affected by last week's floods. Meantime, FEMA is expected to visit Metro Detroit on Thursday to assess flood damage in the area. From the Better Late Than Never file, the city of Northville put on its Independence Day parade today. This year's parade theme was America the Beautiful. It featured dozens of bands, floats, some mascots, and some antique cars there. People all came out to see it. This year's parade was scaled down a bit, but should be back to full strength in 2022. And what a difference a day makes for a parade, because man, was it hot today to do that. It wouldn't have been as bad yesterday. As we bring in Ben with the forecast.
Yeah, Jason, a huge difference from where we started the holiday weekend to where we are finishing it today. And those numbers start with a 9 in a lot of locations, at least here in Metro Detroit. And we are anticipating that those temperatures not only going to be the story, but the heat index readings. 96 is how it feels right now in Detroit. You can see even though the rest of the area in the upper 80s, heat index readings peaking into the 90s in some spots as well. You thought this was hot. Wait till tomorrow. We're going to see 92 in the thermometer, and the heat index readings in your 4-zone forecast are in triple digits in a lot of spots. We'll run those down. Storm chances are coming back. We may skip out on them today, but they will be here tomorrow. And there is a cool down. The question is, how long is it going to last? And we'll take a look at that in just a few minutes. Jason?
And to South Florida now, where the search continues for 118 people still unaccounted for in the Surfside condo building collapse. Search crews pulled 3 more bodies out of the rubble today, moving the death toll officially to 27. Kimberly Gill is in the newsroom. And Kim, while rescuers there know there's such a small chance of finding someone alive, there is still hope as they look.
Jason, you're right, and good afternoon to you. Today's discovery comes after crews demolished the last part of the building still standing last night amid fears it could topple on the first responders below, both removing a danger and opening access to a part of the debris thought to hold many people who are still unaccounted for. Officials believe taking down the rest of that building would allow search crews to access more of the site safely. Crews are not only fighting against unstable and dangerous conditions, but time as well. The concern also is potential wind and rain as soon as today from Tropical Storm Elsa. Meanwhile, we're hearing from a rescuer from Israel working at the site as the search for survivors continues.
We will keep trying to find them as fast as possible. And if we will find them alive, it will be a miracle. But if not, we will hug them and send them back to their families. This is our job.
Yeah, and a lot of families still holding out hope. And Jason, we'll have more coming up on the news tonight at 5. Until then, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, and a tough job it certainly is down there. All right, Kim. See you in a bit.
Yep.
A local company with nearly 100 years in history in Detroit is looking to continue its legacy. Detroit Popcorn Company has been in business since 1926. Now under new ownership, the company is looking to put controversy surrounding its previous owner in the past. Victor Williams reports the goal is to restore the community's faith in the business.
Well, after all the controversy, the new owner of Detroit Popcorn just wants to bring change to his business that has been in operation for nearly an entire century. He says even though the past was rough, he's looking forward to the future.
I look at this endeavor as a true blessing.
Kenneth Harris is now the king of the nearly 100-year-old Detroit Popcorn Company empire.
It came totally as a surprise. I never would have ever dreamed in my life that I would own and be a proprietor of a popcorn company.
The transition of ownership came after one of the former owners made some racist comments during the George Floyd protest era, causing major backlash. Unfortunately, the incident has caused the company to now lose several partnerships and sponsors.
Sadly, the comments that were made, in my opinion, did some damage to the business and the integrity of the business. Lost some decent corporate clients.
But even with that, Harris has been able to create new relationships in the African American community and plans to create even more.
We're partnering with the Detroit Public Schools Foundation. We reached out to sororities and fraternities, especially my own, Omega Psi Phi.
With so much newfound opportunity, there's no limit to where the company can go from here, making corrections to a mistake, one bag of popcorn at a time.
The time of being an African American business owner is absolutely wonderful right now. There's a sensitivity. Why not take advantage of it? But at the same time, you have to have quality service and integrity.
And Mr. Harris says this is only the beginning, but I have a feeling we'll be hearing more from him and Detroit Popcorn very soon. On the west side, Victor Williams, Local 4.
On the bright side, popcorn is never going to go out of style. I'll still love that. All right, Victor. Still to come, after 27 years at the helm, Jeff Bezos officially steps down as CEO of Amazon. Find out what's next for the world's richest man. Plus, a look around the world, including an update on Pope Francis' condition after surgery. And we know the sun can increase your risk of skin cancer, but now there's another cancer to worry about from too many rays. That's next.
Maybe you're not sure about getting a COVID-19 vaccine, or you're leaning towards skipping it. Listen, I know the healthcare system hasn't always been fair for everyone, so it's understandable that some people are skeptical. But before you say no, do your own research. Look up information from reputable sources and take time to learn about the vaccine before you make up your mind. Our community was hit hard by the virus, and we need to hit back with facts.